Hello everyone. Today I will be discussing the three fundamental types of authority as described by the famous sociologist Max Weber, namely charismatic authority, traditional authority, and legal rational authority. These frameworks helps us understand how leaders derive their legitimacy and influence in various societal structures in in a country or a government system. Let us begin with the charismatic authority. From the word itself, charismatic authority, chari- uh, from the word itself, charisma. Charismatic authority refers to the ability of a leader to influence their people their people and subordinates to follow them with their own personality and personal quirks and something that makes them unique. This type of authority is based on the personal qualities, charm, or exceptional characteristics of a leader. Charismatic leaders inspire loyalty and devotion through their vision, energy, and ability to connect with their followers. As such, they are able to gather followers than the other types of authorities. Historical and modern examples include figures like Mahatma Gandhi from India, Martin Luther King, and even business leaders such as Steve Jobs, and famous celebrities such as Manny Pacquiao in the Philippines, and anyone who has a charisma to them, and people who are known for their magnetic personalities and visionary ideas. However, as with everything else, charismatic authority is inherently unstable as it heavily relies on the individual leader, which a singular person is like a support. A singular support a singular support beam wouldn't hold wouldn't be able to hold an entire house by itself, as it would just collapse under its own weight, as there's no structural stability uh to a single support beam. And charismatic authority is the same way. It relies heavily on the individual leader, meaning it can fade over time as leaders get old, and obviously eventually die. While charismatic authority can lead to rapid social change, it also carries the risk of being misused if the leader's vision is self-serving or harmful. Uh, a great example of which is Ferdinand Marcos. Ferdinand Marcos uh, during the Philippines martial law back in the day. So the next type of authority is the traditional authority. Traditional authority, from the word itself, traditional, it is passed through generations by generations, through customs and through customs, beliefs, and culture. This authority is rooted in customs, tradition, and long-standing practices. It is often passed down through hereditary lines or established social norms, such as monarchy, the monarchy government system, and various others that passes there by blood or something else. For example, monarchies, tribal leadership, and even family hierarchies are governed by traditional authority. This type of authority is often seen as legitimate because it has always been that way. Because it's what they're used to, and in Filipino terms, it's yung nakasanayan na. People accept it because it is historical continuity and cultural significance. Because of its cultural significance. I'm sorry. However, the downside of traditional authority is that it can resist change and innovation, as it's rooted in traditions and culture, which it will more than likely make traditions and cultures of a certain country or state remain stagnant, never changing, as the traditional authority would just keep on like looping its system throughout generations. The final authority that I'm gonna be able to discuss is the legal rational authority. The legal rational authority, from the words itself, it's based on a system of rules, laws, and procedures, and it's very impersonal, as its legitimacy comes from the position or office, and not the individual itself. As for the charismatic authority the charismatic authority, yeah. The examples of the legal rational authority are the democratic governments, which is the one with voting and things. Most corporations also follow the legal rational authority, as as corporations and organizations holds a hierarchy within their ranks, and controls it from leader to a leader, vice president, and so on and so forth. And legal institution is also an example of legal rational authority. A good example of a leader of a legal rational authority is a judge in a courtroom. Their authority in the courtroom is absolute, and none shall bypass their authority inside of the courtroom, as their authority does not come from their personal traits or family lineage, but from the law itself, as they have studied the judicial system that they represent. The legal rational authority is also the most stable of the three authorities that I have discussed, as it is based on established rules rather than personal qualities or traditions. However, it can sometimes feel impersonal or overly bureaucratic, which might alienate individuals, as it's very rule-centric and systematic to a fault, because the individuals in a community may feel a bit restricted with their freedom, as as there's so many laws under the legal rational authority. In summary of all that for all that I've discussed, charismatic authority is a very personal and transformative authority, but it's fragile in nature. Traditional authority is grounded in history, providing stability but often resisting change, as traditions don't change as much. And legal rational authority is systematic and efficient, yet impersonal. Each type of authority has its strengths and weaknesses and plays a crucial role in shaping societies and governance. Understanding these types of authority helps us analyze leadership, power dynamics, and social structures across different contexts. So that will be it for this video. Thank you for listening and see you next time.
This is not a song. This is a revelation how to get a nigga gone.